Eggs are amazing. There is so much science packed into this little thing. Sauces, soups, flans, custards, ice creams, they all need one of these. And just a little bit of knowledge is really going to take your cookery on.
Eggs are 70% water, 10% fat, 10% protein, and the rest is ash, gases, and carbohydrate.
Do you know, one of my favourite ways of eating eggs is an omelette, and it's one of the most simple as well. And there are loads of different types. Frittatas from Italy, flat omelettes, folded omelettes. And then from Spain, you get my favourite, the best of all, a Spanish omelette, which is really a potato and onion tortilla, which is set with eggs. Right, so we're just going to take these onions here, put them into the fryer. We're going to add to that our finely sliced potato. And we're going to cook those at about 120 degrees. And the secret is that we're going to cook them right through, but absolutely no colour whatsoever. All the colouring is going to happen later. When I was at college, a Spanish omelette, basically, you open your fridge and empty the contents of the fridge into the pan, threw an egg on top, and that was a Spanish omelette. And I think probably tourism has done as much for enlightening the British as to what a Spanish omelette is. Right, we're just going to add this to the bowl now. And it's actually in this bowl that the cooking is going to start taking place. 3 eggs. Break the eggs up. And then they go on top of here. This is very hot, OK? I'm going to pour the egg in. And something cool is happening here. It's in here now that the science is taking place.
The protein molecules in raw eggs are folded up in neat packages. As they're heated, those proteins unwind into long chains, which join up with each other and begin to set gently around the vegetables.
And what that means is that when we transfer it to this pan, what we've really got to do is colour the outside, the top, the bottom and the sides, but the centre will stay beautifully soft.
I'm going to stick a pan on the heat, and this is just vegetable oil. Just pour the mix in. And then immediately we're just going to start pulling that away from the edges. A Spanish omelette isn't really a flat affair. It doesn't sort of lie flat in the pan. It really comes up like a little cake. So we're going to help that along just by moving it down the edges of the pan and pushing it back into the mass like that. And this is the drama moment of a Spanish omelette. What we've got to turn that over now. I have been known to pick it back off the stovetop and put it into the pan again. Right, turn it over. We've got a golden brown omelette inside. And then we just slide that back into the pan like that, back onto the heat, and immediately start doing the same thing again. See that beautiful golden colour? It's actually the sugars, the natural sugars found in the egg yolk. They're just caramelising, giving the whole thing a beautiful golden finish. Every summer I used to go and stay with a mate of mine who lived in Spain, up in San Sebastian, and he worked in one of the big 3-star restaurants. And after service every night, we'd go down into San Sebastian with the boys from the kitchen, and we'd all drink beer and eat omelettes, Spanish omelette. It's fantastic. So just switch that around and give it a chance to colour evenly. Okay, take our plate on top of the pan, and that goes over the top. Turn it over. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a salad on top of this, which is just rocket and some roasted peppers. There we go. And we'll mix that up, and then we'll serve that on top of the omelette. Definitely some crusty bread, and that is fit for the Beckhams. Right, we're going to crack one of these eggs open and have a look at it. One-handed, of course. There we go. Look at that. Right, what you've got here is a really, really fresh egg, and I know that's fresh because the yolk's got that lovely beveled shape and the white is really clinging to the yolk. So that egg is absolutely fresh. And if I just turn it around, see the tiniest speck there. Well, in a fertilised egg, that's what's going to become the chicken. But I could sit on this for hours and nothing would happen, I'm sure of it.
Eggs contain small pockets of air and their shells have pores, which lets water vapour escape over time. This makes the air sacs bigger and is why stale eggs float when put in water.
We're going to cook an absolute classic brunch dish, Eggs Benedict. Basically, it's ham and eggs on toast, but it's served with a king of eggy sauces, hollandaise. A real, rich, sumptuous sauce. Warm poached eggs, fantastic.